Okay, it's December 11, 2021. We're down here in Jessup. We're interviewing somebody about the history of Jessup. What's your full name?
Dante Sghiatti.
Okay, and you were born, how old are you now?
I'm 94.
94, okay. You were born and raised in Jessup?
Yes.
Okay, whereabouts were you born? In the town?
Yeah, in Jessup, uptown, yeah.
In one of the homes here, in the hospital, or where?
Yeah, and at 1013 Blakely Street, Jessup.
Okay, you were born up there. Did you have any other siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother and two sisters.
Okay, are they still alive now?
No.
No, okay. Let's see. So you're born here. Where did you go to school?
Jessup.
Which school?
Yeah, Jessup High School.
High school. Where was the grade school at?
The grade school was in Jessup.
Oh, it was in the same building as the high school?
No, it was up a little. It was on Clarkson Avenue. It was on Clarkson Avenue, I think.
Oh, okay. What did your parents do for a living? What did your father do for a living?
No, my father got killed in the mines.
In the mine. What mine was it that he got killed in?
Underwood Colliery.
Underwood. Wow. Okay. And you said you were only 2 years old when he.
2 years old, yes.
Wow. Do you know what happened? Did the roof come down on him, or what?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Oh boy.
He lived there like a few months, and then he died.
Really? Oh boy.
That's what my mother told me, right?
Yeah. Now, did you have any other uncles that worked in the mine, or any other relatives that worked in the mines?
Yeah, my brother. All my
Really?
All my brother and my sister's husbands. They all had. They used to call them dog holes.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You said, and they load a truckload of coal a day, just enough to get by, pay all the expenses.
Yeah. Was there a lot of mines in Jessup here?
Yeah, there was mines all over, and there was caves all over.
Really? Oh boy.
Yeah.
How about breakers? How many breakers did they have in Jessup?
And there was a Pompeii breaker. Okay. It was over past Hill Street.
Yeah, is that up where they have where the fire department
That's
is?
where the fire department was.
That was the Pompeii, okay.
Yeah, they kind of settled in everything. You can't notice where it is.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But there's still rock dumps and everything.
Yes, there is, yeah. So there's a lot of mine openings around here?
There was, yeah, but later on, they got a little smarter.
Yeah.
They filled them back up with the rock.
Yeah.
They flushed it right back in.
Yeah.
That's about 40 or 50 years ago.
Yeah. Now, starting off when you were small, going to school, you had to walk to school, right?
We walked to school. It was only about maybe 3 or 4 long blocks, you know what I mean?
Okay. Do you remember any of your teachers' names?
Oh, yeah, I remember most of them.
Oh, can you say who they are?
Yeah, I told you we had the O'Connor sisters.
Okay.
They were real sharp.
The two sisters were both teachers?
One was an English teacher, and one was a mathematical math teacher,
Yeah, okay. Wow. And that was the grade school then?
And then we had Miss Malani, Miss Harkinson.
Okay.
And then Mr. McCluskey was the superintendent, and Carrie was one of those implicated. He was somewhat to school.
Yeah.
We had Munley one of the Munleys was a teacher.
Yeah.
And what else? And I could remember all of them. I remember the ones that really liked me.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow.
And then I can't forget Miss Costello, the English teacher.
Yeah.
She was super to me, right?
Really?
She loved my name, Dante, right?
Yeah.
And everybody in school used to say, "You can do anything in here, she won't say nothing." And I got good grades.
Did you really? Wow.
A little bit of, I wasn't a scholar, but I got by it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was good in reading, and at that time they used to call it arithmetic, right?
Yeah, yes.
And now they call it algebra and so many different things, right? But I was good on numbers,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing that thank God I learned that anyway.
Yeah. Did they have a lot of students in the class?
Well, yeah, we had about 25 or 30.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And now, did any of the boys leave school when they got older to work in the mines?
No, they didn't leave school. They left school. They had to go in the service.
Oh, in the service, not in the mines. Okay.
No.
Now, speaking of the mines, that your father got killed in do you remember a lot of other accidents in the mines as you're growing up?
Well, yeah. When I used to go strip mining. They had strip mining, you know.
Yes.
With the shovel, they uncover the, you know, and then you go up and pick the coal.
Yes.
That's how we survived. We, you know, instead of we couldn't buy coal.
Yeah.
We had no money.
Yeah. Wow.
So we went and we picked coal and cracked it and then smashed it and put it in the stove, right?
Wow. So you heated the house with
and toward the uptown in Jessup, there were several mines around. But like I told you before, they used to call them dog holes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was a couple of big ones.
Did you ever go inside them?
I never went in, but I went close to them. You know.
Yeah.
I went close, and I even seen people that got killed in there.
Did you really?
Coming out, you know what I mean?
When someone got killed, did they blow the whistles in town, or did any kind of
no? There was somebody coming for them, like an ambulance and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I was picking coal one day, and I seen a lot of sirens going off, right? And what do you call it? And the pulley was going fast, you know.
Yeah.
I said, I wonder what the hell's going on. I said, and somebody. It was called Nardelli Coal Company, right?
Yeah.
That was the biggest one.
Oh,
after Pompeii.
Yeah.
I mean, Pompeii was real big.
Yeah, yeah. That's what most of the men did in town. They worked in the mines.
Yeah, they did no place else to work.
Did they have any trains, trolley cars that come through here, or?
The trains were coming by right here.
Okay.
But
there's a train station nearby.
yeah, right up the road.
Okay.
So it's only 2 blocks up.
Okay. Wow.
The train still goes by and it carries different merchandise, people, you know.
Okay, but
There's
that's
a
where you
big
got-
lumber yard up there. They take a lot of lumber.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So that's where, if you wanted to catch the train, you go up to the station there and go down to Scranton or wherever you want to
Right,
go.
and you could have taken the train to Scranton. You're right.
How much did it
And I
cost?
took it. Oh, it didn't cost much.
Really? Oh.
No, I
Were the
didn't.
trains packed? A lot of people riding on them?
No, not that many, you know. But it wasn't crowded. It might have been full, you know.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
in a while, there isn't that many, you know.
Yeah.
But I used to work in Scranton, and then the beauty part of it, the train used to pass right alongside of where I worked.
Wow.
So when I got finished, I used to just go over and hop on the train and come home.
Yeah. Wow. How long a ride was it from here to Scranton on a train?
Man, I'd say maybe half an hour.
Half an hour. Yeah. Did it stop in between at other towns?
Yes.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah, it stopped. Yeah.
Probably Oliphant. and
Oliphant.
Dixon City.
I don't know about Troop, but it stopped in Oliphant.
In Dixon City, maybe.
No, they didn't go. Yeah, Dixon City too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
okay.
I never was in that when it stopped. You know, Dixon City, yeah, it stopped in Dixon City.
What did you kids do now, say on the weekends or after school? How did you entertain yourself? What did you do? You play
Well, we
ball
used to
or-
play baseball
Did you really?
and soccer ball, anything. We did all kind of sports, you know.
Do you remember anything that happened when you were young with other kids? Anything funny? Any accidents? Any whatever? Like growing up, anything that sticks in your mind?
Well, there used to be a stripping up there during the winter. The water filled up and it froze solid. And we used to have a party.
Right.
We used to go down at night and light fires, right? And
Did they ice skate out?
ice skating out there,
Really?
and that was one of our
Yeah.
real big things.
Anybody ever get hurt in there?
No, we always played real good.
Made sure the ice was thick enough to skate on.
Oh yeah, it was thick enough
Was
because
it real?
we had cold days, and then
I think you did. back then.
we had 19 below zero,
Wow.
and we were out playing.
Really?
Would you believe that?
Wow. So you had a lot more snow back then too?
Yeah, I remember one time there was 19 inches.
Wow. But you didn't take off school when you had snow. You had to walk in the snow, right? They didn't get snow days off, did they?
Well, I don't remember that part. I tell you the truth, Dale.
Okay.
When it snowed that heavy, I don't think we went to school or
Okay.
people were glad.
Now, when you were young, what did your families do around the holidays? Say Christmas and.
Oh, that was the biggest time of the year.
Was it
like
really?
you know, you won't believe it. There were two families above us. They had goats.
Really?
Yeah, they had goats, and they had little small lambs. You know.
Yeah.
We used to live. During the holidays, we had the best of everything. I mean,
Really? Wow.
the food was there. You know, they used to cook the lamb in the stone ovens outside.
Really? Wow.
They had a stone oven, and people used to cook bread there, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, when they cooked bread, it smelled the whole town.
Really? Oh,
Huh?
nice.
That's how good it was.
That's cool. Wow.
That was unbelievable.
Did your mom cook bread too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like they make it for the week, right? They won't make one loaf. They make about
That's right. Yeah.
5 or 6, you know.
Now, when you were small, growing up in that house, you said it was up on Blakely Street, right? Is the house still there now?
No, we had the house burned down.
Did it, while
We
you
used
guys
to live in a house. It was a double house.
Yeah.
There was another party on
Yeah.
the name of it was the Ligi. I don't know.
Okay.
Did you ever hear of Attorney Ligi?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Well, he used to live. His
yeah.
family was there, and
Well, were you there living when it burned down?
yeah, I was in school. I was in 3rd grade when it burned down.
Wow.
You know.
So you came home and found out you didn't have a house.
Yeah, but I was in school, and you know, it was a warm day, and there was
Yeah.
smoke galore right in uptown. I said, what the hell's going on outside? Somebody's house is burning, and it was mine.
Wow.
It didn't burn that much, but it really, you know,
You had to get out of it, right?
you had to get out.
Yeah.
And then, as years passed, we built a new house.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, there was nobody on, there was only 1 or 2 houses on that street.
Really? Did you guys
Yeah.
have electricity?
Huh?
Did you have electricity?
Yeah, well, yeah, we got it, yeah.
You had it? Yeah. Okay.
They built electricity, and you know what? How they what do you call they made the cellar?
Yeah.
They had a horse. There's still a horse. You know, with the buggy making holes,
Yeah.
right? Now they got bulldozers and all that.
Yeah.
And I remember with the Pompeii, not Pompeii, WPA.
Yeah.
WPA was big that time.
Yep.
It was called, I don't know what it related, but they used to build the roads.
Yeah.
There was all dirt roads. Finally, they built a road. They put the stones down,
Yeah.
and then they put the blacktop over it,
Well,
right?
now, you guys probably had outhouses, right?
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
Wow.
You know, I used to tell the girls. I said, you used to tell the girls. I said, you build like a brick shit house.
Oh,
I said, and they used to laugh and they didn't know what I meant.
yeah.
But anybody that had a brick shit out made out of brick,
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
they were millionaires.
Yeah. Did you have to walk far from the house to get to it?
Well, we had to walk about, I'd say a half. No,
From here to the
I'll
road?
say,
Like out
I'll
the
say how
road?
many steps. I'll say about 30 steps, 30 yards or
Even
something
in the
like
winter
that.
when it was cold, right? You had to go.
No, yeah, you go. And I was telling my son, not lately, I was telling him, I was
Yeah.
talking about it, right? Because the doctor, he wanted to know what I was doing, the same as you, like when I was your kid, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I said, you won't believe it, I said, we used to go to the toilet outside. He said, go on. I said, yeah. He said, I said, you know what we used for paper?
That was my next question.
Hmm?
That was going to be my next question.
Telephone book. We used to put the telephone books there, right? I said, it's unbelievable, and we got by.
Yeah. Wow.
I said, you tell people, they won't believe it.
I know.
And like when I was telling this to my granddaughter, right?
Yeah.
She said, Grandpa, you didn't do all them things, right? I said, I'm not making them up.
Yeah.
I said, you know what I mean?
Wow. So you didn't have running water in the house, did you?
Running water?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
you?
water. Yeah, we have water. Yeah,
Water, yeah. But
we have water. Yeah, because we have water for the chickens. We had chickens galore.
Okay.
My wife, my mother, we used to raise the peeps in the house.
Oh, really?
Well, we had to put it where they were warm so that they can develop. You know.
Yeah.
And talk about chicken, we almost had chicken every day.
Oh, okay. So
and fresh eggs.
Yeah, raising for the eggs and the meat.
Yeah, but we used to wait for the chickens to lay the eggs so we could eat the eggs.
Wow. How about any other animals in town? Anybody have any cows?
Oh, they had pigs.
Oh, really?
They raised a pig. A pig you can make a lot of stuff over.
Did
you make sausage, ham. Yeah, we raised them. Yeah, we raised. Okay. No, not pigs. One.
Yeah, one.
Like the way we raised it with another family, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because we couldn't afford to feed them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Wow. What did they eat anyway? What do pigs eat?
They eat.
Yeah.
The pigs, everything.
Oh, everything.
You control it. You control anything you got. All the leftovers, if there was any leftovers, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You throw it in there. And then they bought some kind of a...
No plastic, right? No plastic bottles, stuff
no.
like that?
No, we had fresh water. We had good water.
Okay. How about milk? Did you get it from a local
milk? Yeah, milk came in a quart bottles.
Okay,
they used to put them on the front porch, right?
Yeah, okay.
The guy used to... The milkman used to come around and put a quart of milk on the front porch.
And it had cream on the top? You had to shake them?
Yeah, the cream, you should see it in the winter time.
Oh, really?
They say, when they say that story, the cream comes to the top.
Yeah.
It comes to the top, all right.
Oh, okay.
But we paid them. They used to come around every month collecting, like it was $2 or $3 a month.
Yeah, yeah. Who was the milkman, do you know?
Cocodrilli.
Cocodrilli. All right, where were they from, Jessup? Or?
Yeah, they were from Jessup, but they had a farm.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They had a big dairy.
Yeah, where was that farm?
I don't know. They just about petered out a couple of years ago, I think. Okay. And they're almost all gone.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but that was interesting. So around the holidays, then your mom would cook up a big meal for everybody.
Yeah, like that. We had that lamb.
Yeah.
And then if they killed a pig, you know, then there was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
How about sausage, ham.
Refrigerators? Would you have an ice box then?
Yeah, you buy a cake full of like a quarter piece of ice, you know.
Yeah.
Like 10 cents or 25 cents.
Oh.
And it lasts for maybe 1 or 2 days, you know, maybe 3 days.
Yeah. Where did that come from? Who delivered the ice?
Well, Baldoni and Jessup.
Okay.
And he was my brother-in-law. Would you believe that?
Really? Wow.
He just died about a year ago.
Where did they get the ice? Off one of the lakes up here or out here?
The water?
The ice.
Oh, yeah, no.
What lake did they?
Oh, the ice. I don't know where they got it from. But he used to have it in the truck.
Yeah.
You know, big piece of ice, and he'd break it up for you, right?
Yeah. Now, did your parents have a car at all, or?
No. No, later on during the years, my brother had one.
Okay. Do you know what kind of car it was? Was he the first one to get a car in your family?
Yeah. No, they had a Packard.
A Packard? Okay.
Yeah. A convertible, too. Would you believe that?
Wow. How much was gas back then?
I don't know. As far as I could remember, maybe, I think it was 11 cents or 18 cents a gallon.
Wow. Where was the nearest gas station?
Oh, it wasn't far. It was about two or three blocks away.
Yeah.
There was one uptown.
Oh, there was just one in town, that's all?
There was one uptown, no. Then there still is. That's on the corner over there.
Yeah.
But they don't sell gas anymore.
Yeah.
There was one there. Then there was the one in the middle of town where the what do you call it there? The senior citizens there.
Yeah.
Across the street, there was a big gas station. Yeah, that was the richest one there.
Really? Oh,
yeah, real. You pull in on both sides, you know, you go in and come out.
There wasn't a lot of cars back then, right, when you were growing up?
No.
Most people just walked, right?
Yeah. If you went someplace or you take the bus.
Oh, they had a bus coming through, okay.
Oh, yeah, you take the bus.
Was that every day? The bus came through every day?
Not always.
Oh, okay.
Certain days.
Wow.
as far as I can remember that much. I don't remember much about that because we never win no place.
Yeah, exactly. Not much money. Now, when you got a little older, okay, you're in high school, you get out of high school. What was your first job that you had?
I worked on a beer truck. I was standing around. I was standing around after I finished school, right?
Yeah.
And there was a beer delivery next door, right?
Yeah.
In the club there. And the guy was taking the cases in. And I told him, I said, you want a hand? I said, I'll give you a hand. I said, yeah. He said, that'll be good. So, they bought me maybe 10 cases of beer, right?
Yeah.
So I give him a hand. And he said, if I come and pick you up tomorrow, he said, will you come with me? I said, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
So then that's how I started. Okay. I used to get $6 a day.
A day? Wow. Your first job.
$6 a day. And I when I took it home, I gave it to my mother, right?
Yeah.
And she was so glad getting it right. And I could see the expression on her face. She wanted to give me $3 back, right?
Yeah.
She said, go buy some candy or ice cream and all that. I said, no, I don't want it. I said, I get it once in a while. I said, it doesn't matter. And I gave it, right? Wow. And she was smiling ear to ear. Wow. But she didn't want to take it, believe me.
Was there a lot of stores in town for you to spend that money? Yeah, like candy stores?
No, there wasn't. There was one on each end of the block. Not the block. Yeah, like the 5 or 6 different blocks. We used to go for ice cream one on a corner, 5 cents a dip.
Really? And probably a big dip, right?
No, the guy he wasn't too generous.
Wow.
Right? We used to tell him, well, what, you got a bad wrist or something?
Oh, wow. What brand do you
The candy was cheap. The candy was
really
a penny or or 2 cents. Wow. That's one thing. We went to school, right?
Yeah.
We used to stop in the candy store first.
Oh, really?
We used to get 5 cents of candy, right?
Yeah.
We used to have a bag of candy like that.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even have to do that because there was one of the girls, they were she was a little bit better off, right?
Yeah.
She always used to take a full bag of candy and she used to give it to everybody.
Really?
She was a smart girl, not only smart girl, she was a good girl, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I never forgot it. She gave a candy to everybody.
Yeah. Now, at the school, did you have bathrooms in the school, or did you have an outhouse too at the school for the bathrooms?
Bathroom?
Yeah,
no, there was one in the school.
There was one inside. Okay.
Yeah, there was one in the school. Yeah.
Oh,
the school was nice.
Was it really?
It was always nice and warm and everything.
Yeah, I bet. Probably heated with coal. But your house, you said, was heated with coal, right?
Yeah, but we had the pot-belly stoves,
Oh, did you really?
Put the coal in there.
Yeah.
That'll warm up a little bit. But, you live with it, it's actually, you don't think it's that cold.
Yeah. I know, that's true, yeah. How about your clothes? Did your mom make a lot of clothes? Did you buy them, or? Yeah,
we used to buy clothes. We didn't have much.
Yeah.
Whatever we bought, that was it.
Yeah,
Was
there a clothes that bulbous?
They used to make a lot of stuff. They used to the bag from the flour. The what do you call it?
The burlap bag?
Yeah. No, it wasn't burlap. It was white.
Oh, okay.
King Binus. I remember the flour was King Binus, right?
Yeah.
And it was a white bag, right?
Yeah.
But they put that in the Clorox and everything. And then they get like a sheet out of it. And they could make a lot of things with it, you know what I mean?
Wow. And your mother knew how to sew good?
Oh, yeah, they made them hats, right, that I was wearing there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got another hat over there. My niece made it.
Really? Wow.
You want to see it?
After we're done here, yeah.
It's on top of there.
Do you have any of the hats left that your mom made?
No.
They're all gone? Okay.
No.
Right.
They all... rotted, they all wore out, let me put it that way.
I bet, yeah. Did your parents come from overseas, or were they born here?
Yeah, no, my mother came from Italy, yes.
Okay, and your dad too?
Yeah.
Okay, but you were born here, we
were born here, yeah.
Okay, and then all your kids were born here too?
Oh, yeah.
Now, you got married here in, okay, you got out of high school, and you went to work. You said you went to the service? Before you got married?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy 2 years.
2 years, okay. Then you came back, and that's when you met your wife?
Yeah.
Okay, you met her in town here, or?
Yeah, well, actually, I met her uptown. There was a club there.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, we used to go hang around the club there.
Yeah.
And the pool table, they had a pool table in there.
Yep, and you met her.
They had bochies there, right? They're playing bochies. Do you ever hear playing bochies?
Yes.
And we used to have a top shelf. We used to have lights. You could play at night.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Right. And that my wife, next door was the grocery store. Yeah. That was her father's brother. Okay. Yeah, they were brothers, Luciani.
Yeah.
They owned their own grocery store.
Okay.
Right. With the grocery store was over here, right in the corner, that big building.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Them.
But you met her up there.
I met her there, right? I was playing bocce, right? Yeah. And she was there looking, right? And I said, a couple of words. How you doing? And everything. And I said, I don't know. That came out of my mouth. I said, could I call you once in a while? Yeah. She said, you can call me. And I did.
Did you guys have telephones?
Yeah. They had telephones. Yeah.
How did they work? Did you have to call the operator, or did you just dial the number? Was there an operator?
No, you call the operator or something,
okay.
And they give you the number or something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember because I didn't do that too often.
Did they have party lines back then? Where you had several people on the one line?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, all right. So that you met her, you got married, and then you stayed in Jessup here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I built this house. But I used to live right there in the corner.
Okay.
And then when them apartments there, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Then I was working on the beer truck.
Yeah.
So I was saving a couple of dollars, and I said, why not? I did this empty lot here. And so my father-in-law said he couldn't give me it because, he needed the money. So I said, I'll buy it off you, right? And I don't know how much I gave him, $700, I think.
Yeah.
But I went up to the bank, and they gave me the money. Call and give me the money.
Oh, yeah, okay. What was that known as the Jessup Bank back then?
Yeah.
Okay, because now it's I think it's closed down, but it's Community Bank now, I think. But
yeah, it was. No, I don't know the name because I never went up there.
Yeah, but that was Jessup Bank back then. That was the only bank in town, right?
Yeah, that was big. Yeah.
Okay, and you said there was a lot of stores then, a lot of little stores. How about clothing stores in town? Was there any clothing?
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 of them. They were big.
What was their names? Do you remember?
Strassman, one was Strassman.
What street was that on,
It's right on Church Street there.
Okay.
They're all there.
That was the main street in town?
That was the main street.
Okay.
And there was Tears, there was Weiss. Weiss had 3 stores.
Right on Church Street? Wow.
They're still there, but there's somebody else in them.
On the bottom, or on the top? Okay.
Right where there's what do you call it there now? There's a diner there.
That little diner, yeah.
Yeah. Next door, them two buildings.
The same buildings.
Yeah, there were big clothing stores too.
Really?
They sold suits too and everything.
Yeah. So you go buy everything you need to live.
Yeah,
right?
I used to go buy. I used to my store. I used to go on Tears. You call it Tears. You could buy almost anything there. So I used to buy sneaks. I used to buy them.
Yeah.
$1.50.
Really? Wow. The name of the store was Tears?
Tears, yeah.
With a T, not Sears. It was Tears.
T, yeah. It started with a T.
Wow. And they were on Church Street there.
Yeah, good people. They were all good.
Yeah.
Then there was they call it a 10-cent store. That was real big.
A 10-cent store, yeah.
Yeah, Strassman. There was a 10-cent store.
Yeah, well,
where the what do you call it is now? Senior Citizen is.
Okay, that was right there.
Yeah,
wow.
they built a Senior Citizen before it was only a store.
Yeah, and they sold everything in there?
Yeah.
Not food though, right?
No, they sold...
Like hardware?
Yeah, on and off and everything.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What other kind of stores were there in town besides that? Just food and clothing stores? There was no, I don't know, what else there'd be?
No, that's about it. That's about it.
Okay, then you got married, you're living here in Jessup.
There was a lot of beer gardens.
A lot of beer gardens, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people.
In just one post office?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the postmaster back then? What his name was?
Well, I remember one, but in fact, he went to school with me. When he went to school, I mean, his name was Walsh.
Okay. Oh. How about the let's see, the police department in town? Do you remember that way back? How many police did they have in town?
Like 3, I think they had 3.
Did they really?
3, and they were they were all right.
Did they ride in cars or they weren't horseback?
No, they had cars. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of crime or no?
Huh?
A lot of crime in town or no?
No. If there was, it was what would you call it? Real small.
Yeah.
You know, like
major, yeah.
people go and break something, you know.
Yeah. Wasn't there a doctor that was shot once up here in his office up on Church Street? I read about that in 1930, I think. He was shot
I don't
in his
remember.
office.
There was
Kelly.
a good doctor in town. There was a couple. By the name of Barrett. He was real good.
Dr. Barrett.
Yeah.
What are the names of the other ones? Do you remember? The doctors?
Vale.
Vale, okay.
There was Vale. I don't remember anybody else. Oh, I went to the dentist Gallagher.
Okay.
He was right here, right downtown.
Wasn't there Dr. Loftus in the late
Dr.
80s?
Loftus, I'm glad you mentioned that because
him.
he was my buddy.
I went to him when I was 10 years old.
He was the president of the bank once or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
I used to go up there and throw the breeze with him, right?
Yeah.
When in his office, right? He used to fix all my teeth, right? I never paid nothing, right?
Oh.
Don said, come up. But that was in his later years.
Yeah.
Then when he started getting, his mind wasn't that secure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember one day, I went in the office and he sat down and everything, and he was looking for something. I said, "Well, what's the matter, Doc?" He said, "I can't find the keys."
Oh, wow.
He said, I just come in, and he said, "I had the car keys. I don't know where I put them."
Oh.
So I think they got to be around here somewhere. I said, "Let's dig it up." And we found them.
Wow.
And he was glad and everything, but he always took care of me and everything. Then if there's nobody around, he said, "Sit on the chair." He said, "I look at your teeth, fill this and fill that."
Yeah, it was probably pretty cheap back then too, wasn't it?
Huh?
It didn't cost too much back then, did it, for a tooth pulled?
No, I don't know how much it cost, but I had this done here.
Yeah.
Because when I was running around the house, I hit the back porch or something. I didn't duck, right?
Yeah.
And I knocked all my teeth out.
Yeah. How about eye doctors? Any eye doctors in town for glasses?
I don't remember.
If you needed them, you have to go out of town then, maybe? Maybe it's Yeah.
That time we didn't even talk about them things.
Yeah, that's true. Now, the only hospital close by would be Mid-Valley.
Mid-Valley, yeah.
Okay. I think that opened around 1912. Did you ever go in the hospital? Anybody in your family have to go in there for anything?
I did.
Did you?
When I was bigger, I had a kidney stone.
Oh, okay.
I had a kidney stone taken out.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and then the doctor was Brundage. I used to go to the doctor. In fact, I still go to his son.
Yeah.
Now his son is the doctor.
Yeah.
And then there was Bancarelli.
I remember Dr. Bancarelli, right over the road here. I remember going there in the 1970s to him.
Yeah. That is, he was good, real good.
Yeah. Let's see, what other businesses? Okay, now you're married, your kids were born here in Jessup?
Here, right here.
In the hospital or in the house?
No, in the hospital.
In Mid-Valley Hospital?
Yeah.
Okay, you said you had 2 kids, right?
2 kids, yeah. I'm Dr. Vincent Sghiatti. He's a doctor. He's in California now, at least 30 years.
Vince Sghiatti. Was he a good football player with Valley View? I remember that name now, yes.
Yeah.
I remember that very well.
That was him, yeah. He made the paper for about 2 or 3 months. He made the headlines.
Now that you mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, that was him. I got his pictures over there. Right there.
So I'll look at that after. Yeah, I remember him being a star football player. Yeah, you'd always hear his name when they're playing. He was.
Yeah, he he had the headline every Saturday morning.
I think he was a year or two older than I am in school because I was young. I didn't play, but I remember he was older, and I remember hearing at the games there.
65?
I'm 66.
Yeah, well, that's what he is, 66.
Well, I think he was a year ahead of me in school, though. He graduated, I think, at 70.
Yeah, and he was the highest in the student and in the class, too.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Because I used to be very strict on when they, not bragging because I wasn't that smart myself.
Yeah.
But I said, they're going to be smart. And I didn't accept failures, you know what I mean?
Boy, you mentioned that name, though. I remember hearing that constantly.
Yeah, I got pictures over there. Oh, we had pictures all over the place and everything.
No, you lived in
He
this...
He was here 2 weeks ago.
Was he? Did he live in this house here, growing up, or up in a different home?
No, he lived here.
In this one, okay.
Well, I mean, we lived over there before he built the house.
Yeah, okay. When did you build this house?
This house?
Yeah.
I think 1950.
1950, okay.
I'm not sure, but I think it was 50.
Yeah, I was born in 55.
Yeah, I remember, I think I had $1,000. I went up to the bank and I told Colin, and I said, I want to build a house. He was laughing. And he said, yeah, he said, Bill, he said, put the foundation up. He said, come on up. He said, I'll give you the money. Just like that, right?
Wow.
So, I don't know, I got a whiff of it that in Peckville, that the bank was giving out money, you know?
Yeah.
People building a house.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down there.
Oh, wow.
So I was talking to several people down there, and I told them I want to build a house, I want some money. We said, well, you'll have to talk to the president of the bank. The president of the bank was Probst from Archibald, right?
Yep.
So I made an appointment to see him. He said, come on up and see him. He said, about 7:30, he said. He lived in Archibald there. He showed me. I went up and he said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to build a house. He said, we'll give you the money. He said, how much you want? And first he said, how much money you got? I said, I only got $1,000. He said, okay. He said, you want 15,000, 20,000? I said, give me 15,000, right? He said, I'll give you them. He said, and you pay us so much a month, right?
Yeah. So,
and then he said he owned the lumber yard, Probst lumber yard.
Yes.
So he said, he said, I own the lumber yard too, he said, in case you want, you're going to buy lumber for the house. He said,
the lumber in this house.
Yeah, you can buy it there.
Yeah.
No, I said, not I could buy it. I said, I'm going to buy everything there.
Yeah.
I said, so he said, I'll let my son take control of it, he said, and build your house.
Oh, cool.
So that's what I did.
Probst's son was a builder?
He was everything but a builder, So he made sure that I got the stuff that I needed.
Yeah.
Because the fellows, the carpenters, right? Whatever I needed, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
And they'll take it down.
Wow.
And I build it.
Yeah. So what did you do most of your life for a living then after like the kids got older and
That's it. I worked on the beer truck all my life.
Oh, okay.
Then I got hurt. I ruptured all my disc in the back. I ruptured about 3 or 4 discs, right?
Yeah. Wow.
And so I went to the Dr. Sadero that time. He was a orthopedic doctor.
Yeah.
And he said, Dante, he said, excuse me, he said, you can't work on the truck. He said, you gotta either get operated or quit working.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm not getting operated on until I quit working. So I quit working for about 3 or 4 years, maybe 5, because I had terrific pain and everything.
Yeah.
And I was going to doctors, union doctors and all doctors. I was on compensation. They drove me silly,
Yeah.
So finally, it started getting better. So I lived through it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you seem like you're doing good?
Yeah. Now this stupid accident happened on me.
Yeah,
You know?
they happen, yeah. Just like I got shot, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I was taking the garbage out and an animal scared me and I jumped up in the air and I fell on the sidewalk and I broke my hip.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, it only
So
takes
that was it.
a second for that to happen. But anything else that you want to tell me about growing up in Jessup that your kids are going, because they're going to be watching this?
I don't know. I did so many things it's not even
Any
funny.
big fires in town or any, you said cave-ins. There was a lot of cave-ins?
Yeah, they're caving. Yeah, there were a lot of people got hurt too.
Where were they at? Do you remember what streets they were
On the main street. You know where you're going with the car?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know that hill over there, going up there.
We're talking Church Street, right?
Church Street,
yeah,
right?
Okay, yeah.
That was all holes
On Church Street, really?
on Church Street,
Wow.
and they didn't come down this far, but it came down uptown.
Yeah.
There were several people. You come out of the house and
Yeah.
there's a hole.
You mentioned something before about Pete Fidati.
Yeah, wait a minute, Dale. I gotta go to the toilet. Shut
Okay.
it off for a while.
Okay, you were talking now before about Pete Fidati. You knew Pete Fidati.
Yeah,
He got shot.
I grew up with him. I used to take care of him when he was small.
Wow.
He lived across the street from me.
Okay, what do you remember about that accident?
I just vaguely. I just remember, they went hunting and the accident happened. They used to be great hunters, outdoor men.
And he was a star
And
baseball player.
his father was a great ball player, that.
Yes.
And he grew up to be another
Yeah.
star. He was just about ready to go in the big leagues,
Oh, yeah. A friend of mine seen him hit a ball right out of the park down here, a home run.
Yeah, he used
was
to
good.
hit them.
He did.
They used to be we had a park up there.
Yeah. But you knew his family?
Oh yeah, we grew up with. And the top of that, his family was related to my wife.
Really? Wow.
But in other words, what do you call them? Pete Fidati's father.
Yeah.
He married a Luciani, and I married a Luciani.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was 1959 when he got shot. He was 22 years old, the same age
Yeah,
I was
I know.
when I got shot.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
remember-
that fellow from Jessup shot him.
Yes.
Yeah, he lived right up the road there on 2nd Avenue.
Yep, and it was up over the mountain in Jefferson Township, somewhere up in there. And they went hunting that day, and he never came home. But
Yeah, it was a sad day in Jessup that day because everybody
I bet it was. Probably
Everybody
everybody knew him, right?
in town knew him. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. And back in those days, they had the funerals out of the houses, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even him, 1959.
2 or 3 days they kept him in the house.
Did they really? Wow. Yeah. But anything else that your family would like to know about growing up, what it was like as a kid? You said you played ball yourself, right, with the other kids?
Yeah, and nothing
Right,
big, just
Right. Yeah.
playing and
Yeah.
catnip and all that baloney, kick the can
Oh, really? Yeah.
and everything,
Oh.
And we used to be out until 9 o'clock at night playing on the street because it was warm.
Yeah. No street lights though. Did you have street lights back then or no?
No,
No. Okay. Wow.
no,
Hmm.
no, it was great. I grew up. Well, the reason why I'm this way, I got thank my 2 sons. They helped me out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
They were great. I thank them.
That's
You
great.
know.
That's great. How many grandchildren do you have now?
I had 5.
5. Okay. And some are in California, some are in Georgia.
Yeah, 3 in California and 2 in Georgia.
Okay. And Vince is in California?
Yeah, Vincent's in California. Yeah, and his children, they're good too. His daughter's a lawyer, and his son is real good.
Wow.
And Richard,
That's great.
his son is a weatherman up in Utah. And
Wow. Nice.
Tessa, the girl, you see her picture over there.
Yeah.
She's a veterinarian in California.
Really. What part of California?
She is
No, what part? Yeah.
San Diego.
San Diego. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, my son has got his office in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know where that's at.
Yeah, he's there, like I said, 25, 30 years.
Uh, I'm not sure. Anything else you want to add to it there? I appreciate this is a nice interview. We're about 40 minutes long, I think.
No, thank you for doing this.
I'm learning a lot about Jessup. And I told you my cousins, the Rolands, they were relations. They lived up on Lane Street. And my grandmother was born, she'd say up the back. Then she moved down when her stepfather died when her father died in 1890. Her mother remarried and she had a stepfather. They lived on Lane Street. And I think the chief of police lives in that house now. Walsh or whatever his name is, I think. He's in that house on Lane. That was where she was raised. And she left the house early, but she went to that school down here. Did you say you went to that school too, or no? On Constitution Avenue.
No, I never went to that because they had a school uptown.
Yeah, you do remember that school though, down there?
Yeah, I remember that school because my sons used to go there.
Okay, what was the name of that? Was it Robert Morris?
I think you're right,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
I don't know. Said that, yeah. And before that, a guy told me it was called the Backwoods School, way back in the 1890s. It was a very old school.
You remember lots.
Well, I talked to a lot of people, like I'm doing with you right now. So, all right, yeah. If that's all you have, then I'll conclude this interview there. And
we used to go for berries. It was 7 cents a quart.
Really, the blueberries. How far up on the mountain did you have to go for them?
Well, we had to walk about 5 or 6 miles, way up on top of the hill.
Really? Wow. Did you ever see any snakes? Rattlesnakes?
Oh yeah, I stepped on one. I ran about 3 miles after I stepped on one.
A rattlesnake?
Yeah, we used to get berries. Would you believe that 35 cents a day we used to make 40 cents? They used to be 5 cents a quart.
Wow. Who bought them? Who'd you sell them to? The stores? Or?
No, when the broker was there waiting for us to come out of the woods.
A lot of people picking them then?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah. Old people too, not only young.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we used to go all the way up. Well, they used to call it Musical Lake there. Before we went up there,
Yeah.
you know it levels off there, and now the berries used to grow there.
Yeah.
And so we had to walk up. But we always had fresh water. There was wells up there, water coming out and everything.
Was there a park at that lake up there?
A park?
Yeah, amusement park.
No.
You don't remember that? Because I thought I remember reading about one there.
No,
Okay.
nothing.
All right. And there was a few ballparks.
There was a road up there. They used to call it the horseshoe curve. Did you ever hear of that?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
used to go down and make a real sharp turn. Now they leveled it off.
A lot of accidents there, I think.
There wasn't that many. There was a
There
couple.
was a couple. A girl from Archibald, yeah, she was in it. But
And we used to go up there. There used to be a creek there. The fresh water used to come down there.
Yeah.
We used to get, bottles of water and take them down with us.
oh wow, oh, nice. But you did say you had running water in your house when you were there. Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, then I want to thank you very much.
I want to thank you. You're real good.
I'm going to put it on DVD for you guys. And
talking about real good, your wife, she really helps me out a lot.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.